Action.
Action, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He makes me say action. Like it's some sort of professional production, which is not. It's not a professional production.
Because you're not professional.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I'm above professional.
Yeah.
It goes amateur, professional,
And Zach?
Zach. That's how it goes.
Reverse that.
On opposite day.
Below.
On opposite day, you would reverse that.
Yeah.
But
Well, listen, I finished machining that stuff you wanted done, so want to get on with today's episode.
If you notice, there's a different car in the background. That's our 55 Chevy. We're going to be doing a motor swap on that. We're not sure if we're going to make a video on it or not, but it'll be in the background, and probably some of the projects related to it and things will be on there.
Well, a little bit of background on that 55. I got it for Zach. Motorcycle accident I had, broke my back. He helped me through the whole thing, and so I asked him what he wanted, and he said a 55 Chevy. So we got this for him when he was 13. He got it all running, drove it through high school, after high school, and then, you know, with family things in the shop, he parked it, and now we're going to really kind of fix it up.
Speaking of...
Now that you're well...
Oh yeah, I've been really sick. I had intended to make a lot more videos. I got right out of the gate, you know, we started in the beginning of the year, and I got really sick. I got the flu, I got all kinds of stuff. I can't even hear out of this ear good. So I've been ill and unable to really do our camera setups, and yeah.
See, he thinks he can't hear me. It's just because I'm just whispering.
Speaking of the past, I heard you got some new Vietnam ribbons.
Well, yeah, they finally sent it through after 50 years, but that's you know, at least I'm still here to know that they came through. Anyway,
Did they give you a ribbon for dropping grenades into holes?
No, for fixing trucks. Anyway, what we also are going to do, for those of you that weld or want to learn how to weld and TIG weld, one of the most important things with TIG welding is sharpening your tungsten. Well, they've got all kinds of different ways, and the shape and the grind marks and the points. Well, we're trying to do it a simple way that just about anybody can do it. That's going to be in an upcoming video. We're going to use what's called a circular saw diamond grinder. We're modifying its use slightly, and that way it's stable. And we're going to do some tungsten sharpening.
We're going to sharpen tungsten bits in another episode. We're beginners at that. Also, in a previous episode, we did a Centec 3-in-1 power pack charger, and it failed to start our big V8. We knew it was going to fail, or we presumed it was going to fail. We'd like to actually create a little segment maybe for redemption on some of the tools and products that we use, because oftentimes for entertainment purposes we use things maybe outside of their intended usage, and that it's a good product, and we want to give it an opportunity and show you guys what it can do. So we're going to bring that power pack in and give it some new challenges.
And we just got it here a while back, a 3-part bend, shear, and brake for sheet metal. And one of the main things you have to do for it is to build a nice sturdy stand. It is a heavy sucker. So I want to do an episode on cutting, shaping, measuring, and welding up a nice stand, get it all painted, and show you the use. Now, when we do these things, part of them, it can be used for anything. It doesn't have to be used just for the brake. You might be making a stand to hold a vise or whatever, so that the basics are still going to be the same. So look forward to that coming up. Hopefully he's going to get better, because he's been really lazy around here.
I've been sick.
Yeah, well,
like really, I got the West Covina China virus. Whatever it is, it's horrible.
Oh,
horrible. I've been coughing for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you go home instead of hanging around here bothering me?
That's not cool.
That's not cool?
No, neither is your. You said you weren't going to talk a lot on this.
Oh.
And it was just.
Well, don't ever put a microphone or a camera in front of me.
No kidding. I gotta edit a lot. I do.
Yeah.
There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. Oh. Brain challenge. Name all the wrenches, open-end wrench sizes, the most popular, from 1/4 inch to 1 inch.
You want me to do it right now?
Quick, go. Brain challenge.
Okay. 1/4 inch, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, 1/2 inch, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, 3/4, 13/16, 7/8, 15/16, 1 inch.
That was perfectly.
It's all in 16ths. You see, if you'd have studied in high school, like
That was
I
perfectly
tried
accurate.
to get you.
I know all of them perfectly. You did. That was great.
See, but if
You
you
did a
did,
good job. You did a good job.
just like you were in high school. Anyway, we're having a good time. He's
Yeah.
feeling better. We're having a good time. I have a better time because I can turn my music up louder when he's not here in the shop. It bothers him when I,
That is not true.
well, my music. If it was your
I
music,
like your music. I like most of your music.
most.
I listen to a lot of the same music.
Anyway, we've been having some good times. We're trying to do some cleanup. If any of you have a shop or just your garage, you know what a mess it can be. So as we go through, what we're saying to each other is, man, if we haven't used it in 10 years, why do we still have it in the shop? Some stuff, of course, I won't get rid of. It's nostalgic. I have a Bonneville Magneto for a shovel head Harley that was used to set a record in Bonneville like 30 years ago, and I just can't get rid of it. It's just the Magneto. Whoops, sorry about that. I can't get rid of it. There's a few things. My Robert Williams autographed murals. He's a good guy if you've ever heard of him.
Oh yeah, dude. If you don't know who
Robert Williams
is, this guy does some of the most amazing hot rod work, artwork you could imagine.
Free 30-day trial of Pandora Music.
Yeah, this is one of them we have on
This
the wall.
kind of stuff, and we have walls full of it, autographed by Mr. Williams, and we really appreciate him. He's an inspiration to our culture and our hobby. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. He's got some nice cars too.
Tap in for your free trial.
As we go through, you'll notice that most of our cars are older. They're not the newer stuff, although the kid here has been working on them. He did a lot of Honda work and engine building and especially the tuning and wiring. But most of our stuff, but the tools, which what we like, and I'm sure you do too. Every man likes tools. We're gonna try to do our best to be as safe as possible and show you different uses for the same tool. You may have wrenches in there and you go, gosh, I can't get this. Well, we might show you how to use a different kind of wrench to get the job done, or what we have found have been promoted. I've got some easy spin wrenches that they claim for tight spots, and it isn't worth a damn. Yeah, they really aren't.
Yeah.
They're more trouble than they're worth. So we'll go through that in later episodes. But for right now, what do you think? Go see how the boys are doing?
What do I think?
Yeah.
This is Overnight Success.
See you later.
Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.